Hello everyone, here's your weather hazard briefing for Sunday, October 9th. It does look like we remain dry today and tomorrow with that dry air mass, typical fall conditions with chilly mornings and some warmer afternoons. Winds aren't going to be very strong until we get to Tuesday. The system is still trending east, but it still means it'll be breezy and cooler. The chance of precipitation now mainly along the Montana-Wyoming borders, and if the trend continues eastward, we may be even removing most of, if not all, the precipitation chance in our part of the world by the time we get to Tuesday. That remains to be seen, and we'll see how that shapes up over the next 24 hours. After that, dry weather comes back. You'll notice on satellite we have some thinning high cloud cover over the region this morning. Same type of higher cloud cover we had yesterday. It's just going to become thinner and thinner as this little wave drops off to the south towards the southwestern U.S. and starts to develop a closed low over that part of the country. We do have a little bit of wind kicking up ahead of the system on Monday, mainly across the Snake Plain and the southern and southeast highlands. Like we said, it'll be breezy across much of the area Tuesday. The only real threat of any light precipitation is going to be up across Lemhi County, the eastern highlands, and down around the Big Holes, maybe sneaking a little bit farther south than Palisades, but that's pretty questionable at this point, it looks like. Going to where we are for today, temperatures into the 70s in the lower elevation, 60s if you're headed up into the high country. And for Monday, there's those chilly mornings and warm afternoons. Not too far off temperature-wise for tomorrow afternoon after starting off with the 30s and 40s across the area. The typical cold spots well down below 32 degrees for tomorrow. Going into Tuesday, you'll notice those high temperatures starting to back down with that wave coming through. 60s in the lower elevations. I'd call it about a 10-degree drop, dropping off into the 40s and 50s in the high country. And Tuesday morning, it looks like maybe the upper part of the plain, this might be one of our better chances for seeing a widespread frost or freeze over portions of the Snake Plain, especially up towards INL and out to the west of Idaho Falls. Otherwise, typical 30s and 40s across the region for Tuesday. We were talking about it being breezy. Some of those wind gusts, 30 to 35 miles per hour, especially up along the Montana border, coming out of the Treasure Valley into the Magic Valley, down across the South Hills and Albion Mountains, and the ridge tops elsewhere, especially down to the southeast corner. Not terribly strong, but certainly a bit of a breeze out there for Tuesday. Going into Wednesday, it'll be even cooler behind that system. This probably, at this point, all of the Snake Plain seeing the potential for a widespread frost and or freeze event, especially outside of the population centers out into the more rural parts of the Snake Plain. So something to watch. Places like Stanley, Copper Basin, 20 may be too warm for Wednesday morning. And you'll notice temperatures a couple of degrees warmer on Wednesday versus Tuesday, but still many of us only staying in the 60s for afternoon highs. And then Thursday we start to warm things back up, and the morning lows pretty typical of what we've seen for the past few days. So once again, we have dry air in place, chilly mornings and warm afternoons today and tomorrow. That system's still trending to the east for Tuesday. It does, at least for now, look much cooler, maybe 10 degrees cooler from Monday to Tuesday. It remains on the breezy side, but very light precipitation, mainly along the Montana-Wyoming borders. Dry weather returns after that. So we just have a kind of a blip in the pattern before we go back to where we have been for the past several days. Have a great Sunday, and stay safe out there, everyone.